Essential, again, means necessary. You need it. But subordinate means it's not the higher part. It's not the most important part. Let's go back to our example of the masculine, or what Emerson is writing about here as a scholar. We could take the American cowboy. If you are thinking of a cowboy, the horse is essential, but subordinate. Without the man, it's just a horse. But if it's only a man, he might be a cowboy, maybe not. But if you see that picture with the horse and the man riding on it and the hat, you say, that's a cowboy. That's what Emerson means by action is essential, but subordinate. And now he has to prove that. His first 3 sentences after the main sentence, or the main idea, are about how action is essential. You must have it. And his next 3 sentences are about how action is subordinate. It must be turned into thought. It must become the heroic mind, where you take action and bring it, manifest it into real learning, real scholarship, right? And that's how he concludes. Notice he uses a conclusion. Quite often in an argument, we might drop the conclusion, but he knows he has written about a difficult idea, essential but subordinate, so he brings us back to the main statement, which is we know when someone really understands something. We know just by the way they talk, their words are filled with real life, real understanding. From this answer, he goes into another answer. As I mentioned earlier, Emerson seems to like what I call a bump bump. First, he breaks it down this way, and now he breaks it down in story form. And he says, this world that I live in is clearly part of me. That's how Emerson sees the world, and it's very fascinating. If you think about it, everything you experience in the world, you only experience through your mind. The same way that you experience your hand through your mind, you say, that's my hand, is the same way you experience a sunrise. You say, that's a sunrise. The only difference might be that when I say, raise your hand, Aaron, I can do it. But I can't say that to the sun. Nonetheless, does that mean it's not part of me? Emerson is saying, actually, it is you. The world you live in is you, because it all comes through you. You're in this world. And so, you throw yourself into it. You jump right into action. You jump right into those things that are chaotic and dangerous and that require effort, right? This is a beat or 2 beats of problem. You are in the tumult. You are in the storm of life, and slowly and surely you figure it out. You figure out life through work, through action. You come to real understanding. That's the answer. And anybody who doesn't do that because they want to, hide behind a book, he's kind of helping us smirk again. He's saying they are losing out, right? They are not getting what learning really is. And so this whole structure finishes with 1 sentence of meaning, which is that anybody who really believes in learning does not like this idea, right? Anybody who really believes in scholarship wants every chance to work and act so that they can truly develop the heroic mind, the heroic sense of understanding one's place in life. That is Emerson's point of view. I tend to agree with Emerson. As I said, I'm a huge fan of Emerson. But you should decide if you agree, right? You have the right to agree or disagree. Then beyond the right of agreement or disagreement, you should ask yourself, whether I agree or not, how well has Emerson presented his argument? If he were answering that original question that we looked at, something that might be on an IELTS exam, what kind of score should he have gotten? I would be inclined to give Emerson a very high score.